Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota RAV4 Limited Hybrid in the color Blueprint. Let's take a look. Starting up front underneath the hood, you'll find the gas component of the hybrid energy system. It is a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission. Gets up to 219 horsepower, 221 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 1,750 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlights, customer daytime running lights, fog lights down below. If you look on either side of the fog lights up front here, you'll be able to find this little round nodule by each of them, and it stretches the whole way across the front grille. These guys are your front parking sensors. Directly underneath that blue Toyota Hybrid logo is the front-facing camera. On to the side here is where you have your alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and then additional cameras underneath, which contribute to the surround view camera effect. On both your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about those guys more on your driver's side. Moving back, on your rear doors, you have your all-wheel drive badge on both sides. All of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top you have black roof rails. Now on the back of the unit, just like the front, you've got backup parking sensors going the whole way across the rear bumper. Left-hand side, you have the RAV4 badge. On the right-hand side, you have the Limited Hybrid Trim Level badge. And directly underneath your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your cargo space here, reach right under the logo and press the button, and it should automatically rise up for you from there. So taking a look inside here, you'll find that your second row seating has a 60-40 split on the left-hand side. This allows each side of your seats to function independently. If you're looking to lay your seats down flat, you can do so by releasing the handles in the top outside corners of the seats. Now, this long piece across the back is your interior cargo cover. This guy extends outwards, locks into place on these little hooks on either side, and then helps to keep private any goods you keep stored in your rear area so that no one can look in and see what you have inside. All the way in the back, we also have a cargo net in its packaging. So this guy locks into place on either side, stretches across the bottom portion in the back here, has two things. First off, helps to reduce the amount of movement of the cargo in your rear space. It also has a built-in envelope design, which means it has a pouch design, so you can put some things inside it that you can access quick and easily. Across the dedicated floor space and the back of the second row seats, you have this RAV4 branded rubber mat liner for the cargo. This guy also has two purposes. First off, it helps protect your vehicle from damage from your cargo, and also protecting your cargo from damage from the vehicle. The second thing is that it is much easier to keep your space clean, since you can quite easily pick this up, remove it out of this rear space back here, and brush or rinse off any dirt or debris, versus having it cling to that typical carpeted interior that likes to cling to every little bit. On the left-hand side, you'll find one of your JBL speakers. You have the premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout this unit. In each one of the four corners, you'll be able to find these little silver tie-down hooks. You can use these guys to further secure your cargo load. On the right-hand side, you also have a little storage cubby, 12-volt adapter, and you have your interior lighting. To close up your space back here, there is the optional kick sensor. There are handles on either side, or the electronic button on the left. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. So inside, your interior upholstery here is the black soft-tex leatherette with both black and light gray stitching for some contrast and detail. In the middle, there is access to a folding down armrest / cup holder. This easily can fold away to increase seating capacity. On the back of your front passenger seat, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your air vents and charger ports down below. And currently, we have the RAV4 branded rubber mat all throughout this unit. Inside your door, you have your storage space, power window control, and your heated seat. This is one of them on each side for the rear passengers. Now, back again to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here or in here to lock and unlock your unit. Inside, next to your handle, is your memory seat settings. Down below, power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. Front driver seat is electronically adjustable, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Hood and gas release latches are both on the bottom left-hand corner of the dash area. Then you have controls for your dash brightness, automatic headlamps, defog for the rear windshield. Then you have your surround view camera. So if you give that a press, you will get this full surround view look of your vehicle. You can pause it at any point in time to take a longer look. Currently I have the driver's door open, so of course it's a little bit distorted, but usually that is closed when you're inside. You can also get higher or lower from the ground to get a different perspective on whatever you need to see. There are more adjustments for this in the bottom left-hand corner. To get rid of the screen, you can either press that same button we just did, or the X in the top left corner. Now, next to this guy, you have your heated steering wheel control, odometer trim, and power trunk release. Then you've got a little storage cubby. You'll even notice this little blue light coming down inside. This is some interior lighting so that you can always see even at nighttime. On the steering wheel itself, it is black leather with black stitching. Left side here, controls for your dash display, hands-free communication, volume control. Right hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes a sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at your optional navigation. You can choose to connect that through Toyota connected services. Then, you have audio listening, AM, FM satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you've got optional USB adapters all throughout the vehicle. Then, phone connectivity for your personal device. Two things in here. One is trip information, and the other is energy flow. So you may have seen this in some of our other videos showcasing our hybrid Toyotas. This is in a lot of them. So this little diagram will show you in real time when different elements of the hybrid energy system are communicating with each other. Currently, of course, the vehicle is parked, so there's not a whole lot to see, but this is really cool to keep an eye on when you're out on the road, especially when you are braking and going, because you can really see the regenerative braking technology in action. It just kicked on like it does every now and again when parked, just to keep things charged up. So you can see as things are communicating with one another. You even have this little scale on the right hand side to show you how charged up the hybrid battery itself is. But of course, this is even more cool to keep an eye on when you're actually out on the road. Lastly, at the bottom here is all of your settings. Everything from personal profile, Bluetooth info, general Wi-Fi display, vehicle customizing, dealer info, software update, apps, etc. Left-hand corner is your volume control, four ways in the middle. Underneath and to the left is the push start ignition. Middle section here is your climate control center. We've got dual climate control up front here. This means you can either have both temperatures synced up to work together, or you can turn off the syncing and then they can function independently. You also have three varying levels for both heated and cooled seats. It's the red for the heat and the green for the cool. Green lights, blue little button. This is for both sides. You also have the optional Eco Heat Cool setting. You can have this on or off. Defrost for front and rear windshield here too. Under that is your traction control. Then down below you have the storage space. You notice this little power button and glowing green dot. Those guys indicate that this black pad space here is a wireless charging pad. It is compatible with all wireless charging devices. Nice thing is it has this little slanted down tray design, so your phone is nice and secure, not going to go flying out of there when you're actually out and on the road. You never have to worry about having charging cords on you again. If that is your preference, however, there are different charger adapters in the back, as well as inside of your console. We'll see in a sec here. But last thing about this guy down here is if you don't want to be using that for a charging pad, you can just press the button. You'll see that the little light goes off, and now there's no energy flow going to that rear space. Then behind there, you have your gear shift, parking brakes, and driving options. So trail and EV mode, eco, sport, and normal. Behind there is cup holders. Then we have the console. Opens up, you've got a little tray on top, deeper storage within, and charger adapters as mentioned before. You even will find this little cutout in the front end, which means you can feed your cords through here if you want to have them coming out of the console without having them get pinched. Right hand side dash, you've got storage shelf all the way across. Lockable glove box down below. We can see some more of this blue interior lighting down below there too. Up overhead on your rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. These guys are garage door openers. Right now, of course, you've got a normal reflective rearview mirror, but if you flip the switch, you will instead get a camera view behind yourself. This is a great feature to have inside because if you're ever inside of your vehicle and have anything in the back seat, whether it's people or cargo that are either moving around and being a distraction or fully blocking your view, you can just flip that switch there and it will circumvent that problem and see it directly behind your vehicle. Lastly, up top here, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls there for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota RAV4 Limited Hybrid in the color Blueprint. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Autumn Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.